Hi, I'm Jamie, and I have too many unfinished projects. I knit, crochet, paint, weave, embroider, spin, make miniatures, pile of clothing to alter and repair, ends that I have to weave in, and clothing that I want to sew, and a collection of kits from thrift stores that I want to make. So grab a whip with me and sit a while and let's get some stuff done.
Okay, so I'm pretty proud of myself. Today I came into my craft room to clean and I didn't get distracted, which is amazing to be able to not get distracted. I was able to reclaim a bunch of my living room, still need to work on the dining room. So all of those projects that were out there are now in here, which is nice, but it's a huge pile. So today I'm going to alter a pair of pants that I made actually just about a week ago. They only took me an hour to make. I copied a pair of pants that I own and absolutely adore, and I'll show you those in a minute because I'm actually wearing them. And it's been a long time since I made a pattern off an existing pair of pants, and I'm not that great at sewing clothing anyways, but it ended up the waist is way too big. So hold on, let me show you the pair of pants that I am wearing and show you what I was going for. Okay, these are the pair of pants that I have. They're about ankle length. They've got a nice slit on the side, on both sides. This has pockets. I didn't put pockets in mine. And it has like a little t-shirt style waist here that makes it super comfortable and so nice for summer. Oh, don't look at the mess on either side. Oh no. So they're super comfortable for summer, and we're about ready to hit a couple of days of over 100-degree heat, and so I want to alter these pants that I made out of a sarong. There's the back of them. As you can tell, I had to do a little on the fly alteration because I couldn't find any safety pins or anything. So the waist is way too big, but the pants are super cute. So let me switch pants and let's see what's going on. Okay, so the red pants are really cute. I can't get them all in frame. One of the things I know is that the rise is a little long, so I can definitely take part of the waistband down. I know it's hard when I'm wearing a black shirt with black, but notice how I feel like a weight loss commercial, right? Like that's way too much material in the hips or in the waistline. Definitely not in the hips. Let me tell you, that's more than enough. And if I pinch, I feel like I can pinch an inch. What commercial was that? Does anyone remember what commercial that was? Anyways, I can probably pinch about an inch on each side, and I want to make the rise come up a little bit more. So I'm trying to decide how to do this. This is actually just a t-shirt that I cut the bottom off and used, and I thought it was too small. Probably have a little bit of body dysmorphia. I can do a couple things. I can just like keep it a little higher in the rise, and then, you know, just kind of pinch. So hard to see on the black. Like some room on each side here and have them be extra flowy still. I can put in some elastic and fold this over and have it a shorter rise, which might be good, and brings it up just a little bit. I don't know if the waistband would be a little too thick at that point, because then I've got 4 layers of t-shirt instead of just 2. But oh gosh, I'm scared to let it go of them right now. Oop. Okay, so we're gonna have to figure that out. So I'm gonna have a think on it. Okay, this area of the craft room is pretty confined. So luckily I put a tag so I know which is the back and which is the front. So that's a great thing to remember if you're going to do this. But as you can see there's the original hem of the t-shirt right there, right in this black, again, black on black on black. Apparently that's what I love. Right, but I had folded it over and sewed it on, but it's not the primary bit that is sewn onto the pants because that's already there. That's a mess. Like, your clothes don't have to be beautiful on the inside. Trust me, I might have French seamed down the leg, but that's the only pretty thing about these pants on the inside. So I'm just going to rip all of this out. I've decided I'm going to cut the waistband in half, put some elastic. I have some black elastic because black, and then fold it over and take up some of that rise in there. So we're going to kill two birds with one stone on this one, and it should be pretty easy. And my fingers are crossed because I absolutely adore these paints. The joys of zigzag stitch. It's going to take a while, isn't it? Also, I just want to point out, because I can tell that these pants were the last thing I sewed, I still have the red thread on there, thank goodness. And this is an old beast of a machine. It was my grandmother's, and it's a in the table Singer. Pretty sweet. I definitely can lose some waistband here. And I'll save this for another pair of pants. Okay, so I'm pinning down the waistband in half. I haven't inserted the elastic yet, but I will in just a little bit. So just pin, pin, pin. And this time I am not going to go for a zigzag stitch. I'm just going to go for a standard. Which may be a complete goober. That seems a little loose. Okay. I'm just going to line this up with the side because that's the way I like it. Because I know it'll hit the seam allowance about the same. Don't need it fine. Goodness, I am not set up well for this. Okay. Okay, left my gap to feed the elastic through. So let me grab a safety pin and show you that. Okay, I'm just going to take a safety pin, go through. Focus on this, not on me. Go through there. That gives me something good to hold on to and easy to find. And then I left my hole right there. I should shift so I can show you what I'm doing. I'm going to shove that in there and then just take it all the way around. And I'm sure there are easier ways. If you have an easier way, let me know. This is how I've been doing it for years, though. And it's not always the most fun, but it's not the hardest either. Like, and then, because I don't want to lose the elastic inside, I'm going to just safety pin it all together. I'm gonna pull it out. That way I can feel if it's twisted inside or not. Oh, why do I feel that this is way too much elastic?
Again, I'm not the neatest sewer, but that's okay. No one looks at the inside of my clothes but me anyways.
Okay, I had to go this direction. So, yeah, this is a lot better. Waistband is a couple inches shorter, which brought up the rise a little bit. It is still a little bit of droppy, so it has the flow to it. They also have the cut in the side because this was a sarong that I found at a thrift store. It has a hole in it, so there's like patches in a couple of places from leftover material. Anyways, perfect for this couple days of 100 degrees heat. I gotta keep remembering that. I want to thank you for joining me. And this just goes to show that even if you try something and it doesn't work the first time, you can just try to alter what you made and it might be great and you might be super happy. So just keep trying.